like to call it in someone else's shoes, because it gives you the opportunity to try on somebody else's opinion and to try to understand how would it be like if you wouldn't be a part of your own culture with your own background, but somebody else's. So the purpose of this thing is to let you experience clash of cultural attitudes. It's not really about national culture. It's about the culture that comes together with your religion, with the society you live in, with your family, how they bring you up, and stuff like this. If you could also come up with a name for this person that would be different from your own name, it would be also very nice. Probably already understood you're members of one society. And in this society, generally people live quite peacefully and quite nicely. But now there is this sort of a problematic issue there. This problematic issue is described here on your card. You have a homosexual couple who lives in your neighborhood and would like to adopt a child. Yet all the other community members, they're not really supportive about this idea, and they don't really support any gay people bringing up children. But it's not really prohibited by law, because the laws in this country, they allow it. The people yet, they do not support the laws too much because the laws were accepted to join European Union, and so it's more of a formal thing, not very much supported by people. But you would like to maintain peace in your community, and you have 15 minutes to reach this agreement. Ready, set, go.
Hello, I'm Lisa.
Good morning, I'm Peter.
Hello, my name is Arpi.
Hello, I'm Libertad.
Hello, I'm Gabriel, a local priest.
We have a problem with these people that seems to be insane, that they want to be with people of the same sex, and that how can we avoid for our families to get this bad influence. I don't like to be in the same place than them. Why should we accept them?
Everyone has its own right to be happy, and if they will feel themselves like this very happy, why not? Who are you in order to say it's right or wrong?
I felt very happy till now with my family, till these other strange people come to my neighborhood and start to do insane things.
But isn't this like any other democratic right? We have the freedom of speech, we have the right to choose whomever we want to live together or raise our family. What's bad about this? Yeah. And I think there's like a lot of examples of unhappy families where which are heterosexuals, but who are unable to bring up happy families. And if there are homosexuals who are willing to give a loving home to children and give the right values to their children, I think this is more important than...
Right values? You're homosexual. Do you think homosexuality is a right value?
I'm not talking about homosexuality, I'm talking about caring family. This is a right value.
A child cannot get a right values in a homosexual family, because the children are all the day looking at their families, and they if they don't see a good example, they don't get it a good example.
But your child is going to be raised in your family, not in their family.
Yeah,
so
but
why are you afraid about their influence if you and your wife are like the first ones taking care of your own child? You don't have to live the other person's life.
Yeah, that's true, but most of us don't like to support this kind of people. So let's be democratic.
So sorry, but you can choose your life and your kids' life also. Explain your children that it's wrong, it's right. Look, it's our neighbors. They are like this, but we are this. Choose your way. Explain your children what's right, what's wrong.
Yes, but I think also like the matter of what is right and what is wrong is very subjective in that sense. And like from my personal point of view, homosexual couples are not wrong. It is just one way of relationship.
You're afraid that your children are going to get the wrong example from them. But your children can get like horrible examples from your straight family as well.
And there are these kind of relationships in society, and you cannot kind of like close your eyes like about these relationships. You can like tell and explain your children about it. And what would you do one day if your daughter would come to you and tell you that, "Hi, Dad, you know, actually I'm a lesbian." How would you treat your child then?
Just to go with them to a sanitary or a hospital or something. You know, there is no normal.
But don't you support like her choice? If this is her choice.
There is an illness.
But what about the person who actually wants to adopt a child?
Well, four of us, we have an open mind, but one of the community is not so open. But I have only one question for you, Peter. If a single person adopt a child, for you is a good way or also is bad?
That's not natural. The childs have to be by God, not by any.
There are many kind of couples who adopt children, and
Not in family.
yes, but it's not everybody can, because they have a different problem in his.
Because God didn't gave them the chance to have a child.
But
So-
what if I was a woman who doesn't want to have a husband, but I want to raise a child? So would that be unnatural
You're a
by
lesbian?
God? No, I'm not a lesbian. I just prefer to raise a child alone. I don't need a husband. I'm an
That's
independent woman. I can.
You're insane too.
Yes. Are you against single moms as well?
Yes,
Regardless of my sexual orientation.
you should get a husband.
I think it is a matter of the basic democratic rules and also like basic human rights, that a person has a right to choose his or her own life and with whom he or she wants to like share it with, or how she wants to raise her children, alone or with a husband or with a lesbian partner.
Yeah,
Or,
but the children has the right to have a mother and a father.
No, but
It's a right for
yes,
them.
of course they have the right, but how many of us have like really been raised up by traditional family types? My parents were divorced when I was 14. Yeah, I wanted to have a mom and dad until I grew up and so on and so on, but it didn't happen. In a lot of families, it doesn't happen. So why should we be against a homosexual couple who wants to be together, not to get divorced and raise a child in this kind of context?
Single mom or single dad can be better than like husband and wife as
yeah.
well. And when you have alcoholic dad or mom, and they can be like the.
and also
What are you saying about that?
Okay, let them do whatever they want, but I'll try to avoid my children to relation with yours.
I think that the priest would support the idea that it is about how you interact with other people.
What can I say is God loves everyone, so we should accept them in our community or neighborhood, wherever they are.
I would ask you to step out of this role that you had. For most of people, it's probably okay, but for Peter, it's very important to not be Peter anymore. The flow of this exercise goes like this. Each participant receives a card that describes his or her role. It includes attitudes, behavior, some of the background. And they also receive a card that describes the current situation that they're in. It has a conflict in it. They have something like 15 or 20 minutes to come up with a solution that would be suitable for everyone.